Hello, welcome to this update. It is a very important one because I'm addressing your guys' comments. About 8 people now have come up with the same problem that they're facing when playing the game. The problem is they're finding it too easy because they're all using the same tactic, and they're asking me essentially if, first of all, the tactic is right, if it's within the rules, but also why is it in the rules if it makes the game that easy? So I want to address that now. First of all, the tactic is, when you're facing a bad guy, to put all the butlers, no matter how many players, onto attack. And then the idea being you attack their health straight away and you hopefully kill them before they can attack you. Now, that strategy was play tested. It was definitely considered during and when we were creating the game and making sure that it wasn't overpowered. The thing that we found during playtesting is that something catastrophic would normally happen if all you did was put it on attack, because more often than not, one of the attacks wouldn't go through. Perhaps it malfunctioned, or you just didn't have enough to kill him, and you'd get hit for 7 attack on one round, which is obviously over a third of your health, over nearly half your health going in one attack. So 3 of them and you're dead. So that's something that was always considered. It wasn't considered an overpowered tactic because of that reason, that someone would normally die. Also, your battery would wear out because you're just constantly attacking. And let's say you have 5 people playing. Yes, you can attack for 5 every round if you use the easiest weapon, for example. But you only get 1 item after that battle, so the items become a really scarce resource and you can't always heal back up or regenerate your battery. So it definitely was considered, and it was left in the game precisely because it didn't seem overpowered at the time. Now, I'm going to take your feedback, because if you guys are finding the game too easy, that's on me. I need to make sure that that didn't happen, and obviously I've failed at that. So I'm going to take that on board and I'm going to rectify it for you now. What I want to do is get your guys' opinion. Firstly, if you want this solution, and secondly, what the solution should be. So the reason I've been a bit radio silent on this topic is because I've been thinking of ways, first of all, if it needs changing, but how I would change it now, retrospectively, now that you have the games. The way that I've come up with, and my most preferred method at this time, but again, I want your opinions, is to write a new rule book. It would be something like Ape Quest Advanced Rules, and it would include, essentially, taking out that tactic. In the same way that you can't stack on the immunity corner, you would also not be able to stack on the attack corner. So the more people that play means that their health has to keep going up and they're going to have a lot more health. I think that is the easiest solution to do. It doesn't change any of the mechanics of the game, and it doesn't change anything that's already been play tested. It doesn't undermine any of that process, because all I'm doing is taking out a tactic that you can use, not a mechanic of the game. So that is preferred. And what I would do for that is I'd write the rulebook, I'd make it downloadable PDF straight away so you can print it at home and use it online. I would then get them printed and sent out to everyone at my cost. That's solution 1. Other people have given their opinions on their solutions. Let's say we reprint the entire deck of cards and we add health to all the bad guys. That is another solution that would again work. However, that would undermine the process that went beforehand in terms of balancing the game, making it right early on. So that is a less preferred option. It would also be a very expensive option to reprint a deck of cards and send them out. Certainly more expensive than doing it for a rule book. But I'd like your opinion, and if you think that is the better solution, please let me know. There is a third option where it's a hybrid of mixing, instead of the butlers having a +1, maybe they have a +2, maybe they have a multiplier, maybe for every player of the game, the bad guy's health automatically gets +1, and then you add your butler. So there are different ways of doing that. Maybe we have multiple different rules. That would certainly work. We could definitely make that work and balance that and find a way to incorporate that into the game. That might take a little longer to make sure that no other problems came up by doing that, because let's say you're playing a 2-player game and then everyone's multiplied by loads and the game just becomes too hard, maybe. So that would take time to look into. The quickest and easiest, I think, is to rewrite the rulebook and send you out a whole new copy, but you'd also get the PDF immediately. That's what I think could happen in this situation. So I want your opinion. If you think it needs changing, let me know. If you think it needs changing and you have a preference on one of those options of what we could do, let me know. If you've got your own house rules already and you want to share that with the group, please do. You can comment down below. You can message me privately. I am busy opening up the Board Game Cafe, but this is absolutely important to me and I'm going to make sure that I get your game right. So yeah, let me know and we will come up with a solution together, and I'm absolutely happy to make this the best game that you want it to be. Okay?